Hi guys! I'm finally doing the Q&A video that I posted a couple weeks ago, but with, the Dragon Con crunch, I have had no time to do it until right now. So I printed off everybody's questions, and I'll answer these as best as I can, starting with Jerry. Okay, I'm going to be very bad at pronouncing your names, especially your last names. Okay, first question is from Jerry Nilsson. Is it bad that I wish you would do a Snorlax cosplay? No, that's not bad at all. That sounds awesome and comfortable, and then I can just walk around with a pizza and a pillow. And yeah, no, that sounds like a fantastic costume. Possibly a wintertime onesie. I think then that would be a good time to do it. Sorry, I'm trying to find a pen so I can check off who I read. All right, next question. Oh god, I remember this one. Is from Terry Tompkins. He says, now you are married, have a house, and I presume happy with your job. Any plans for mini cosplayers in the near future? Or children something you're happy to leave out of your life? Wow, that's quite a question. Nothing planned. I'm sure I'll have kids one day. It's not yes, I want to one day, but I still play dress up. I don't know if you've noticed. So no, not right now. And then next question, taking a turn. This is from Michael White. If you could have a bath/shower from anything and still have the cleaning benefits, what would it be? Example, personally, I'm having a lime milkshake bath would be awesome. Oh my god, I don't know. Let's see. Probably coffee, honestly, because I love coffee so much. I'm incredibly addicted, and I cannot make it through the day or even function in the morning without a cup. And I am definitely a coffee snob, and a good cup of coffee is the best. So yeah, if I could just lay in there, that would be so comforting and warm. And yeah, no, milkshake sounds way too cold. It gotta be a coffee. That's never come across my mind. That is a very good question. Next question is from Adam C. Rivera's sketchbook, so I'm guessing this is a page. I'm new to the page. It'd be fun to know more about you. By the way, you make a beautiful Elizabeth. Hoping to see more of her. Well, where to start? Well, hi Adam. Welcome to the page. I'm hoping you're watching this. My name's Elena May. That is my name. I started cosplaying just over actually Facebook keeps reminding me that I've just started 3 years ago, so just the beginning of this month, 3 years ago was when I started creating my first Nightingale. I'm super addicted. As you can see, I've turned my entire basement into my crafting space, and I went from making one costume a year to, I don't know, probably 10, 15 in a year recently, and more. Right now, just today, I have started making a third Poison Ivy, the more standard version where it's completely leaves with long red hair, bright red shoes. I just decided that this morning and I need to have it ready for next weekend. That's not really that short of a time, but I also work and stuff. So yes, I'm slowly building more costumes. Let's see, my favorite costumes are all from video games, you'll probably notice. That Elizabeth is actually the only costume that I have that I've not made. That one April Gloria made. But I just loved it so much, and she was selling it, I had to buy it. And yeah, I don't know what else to talk. I'm not a very interesting person. I'm 25, turning 26 on November 2nd. And I love all animals. I'm a vegetarian, and I'm the oldest of 3 girls in my family. And as per Terry's question, I'm married, have a house, have a real life, and I also make costumes. Does that sum me up? I don't know. I'm a spaz, and I knock stuff over and walk into things, and because of that, I will be making a Jigglypuff cosplay. Yes, it's happening. But if you had anything else you wanted to know, just ask. I usually answer people all the time. From Salvador Alejandro Perez Rosas. Oh, I'm so sorry. I probably said that really wrong. Silly. Will you marry me, Elizabeth Swoon? No, sadly, as I just mentioned, I am happily married. I don't know what Elizabeth will say, but as far as me, I'm so sorry, Salvador, I can't. Serious, what has been your most challenging cosplay? I mean, this is kind of a lame answer, but always my first one, because, like, I have no idea. I was never trained in any of this. Last time I sewed was in high school when they force you to. So my very first costume, everything was brand new, so it was really hard and took me a really long time. That being said, I do a lot of easy costumes, and then I do, like, my Forsworn or something like that, where it's, like, really detailed and has to, like, a lot of research and time and tedious little things go into it. So those ones end up being really hard too, and most costumes make me cry at some point. Either physical pain or just because I screwed something up so many times that I'm so fed up with it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with my Nightingale and then the Dragon Priest I made for Curtis at the same time, just because they were so new and I had no idea what I was doing. Senile question. What are hamburgers doing on the payload? I don't know. Hamburgers are gross and greasy. I have no answer. I'd be terrible at improv. I don't know what to do. From Sean Harlan. What is your biggest guilty pleasure when it comes to gaming, movies, or TV shows? Probably, like, Vampire Diaries and, like, terrible young adult shows like that are, like, not necessarily, like, so bad they're good, but it's, like, I'm a little bit embarrassed to say that I love it. And, like, yeah, I guess, like, young adult novels. Not necessarily that it's a bad thing or, like, that I feel guilty about it, but it's definitely, like, I'll go through reading Game of Thrones and, like, Name of the Wind and, like, stuff like that. Like, really fantasy, like, grown-up stuff. And then I'll go back to reading, like, I Am Number 4 books that I just finished. And, like, Ender's Game and Hunger Games and, like, the young adult novels that, like, I read when I was a teenager, but the series are just finishing, or I just love them so much that I have to read them again. So yeah, things like that, and, like, the Cassandra Clare books, the Shadowhunters ones. Well, there's a TV show now on Netflix that is sort of awful, but I just can't stop watching it, because even though the acting really needs some work and it's not the same as the books, it's like, it still brings me back to it. So yeah, that's my answer. Like, sort of silly young adult TV shows and stuff like that. I'm not really, like, a romance movie or novel person or anything like that. Just easy watching fantasy, science fiction, or reading. Jordan Willis, you've mentioned you really want to make a Hawkgirl cosplay. What draws you to the character, and which version of her do you want to create? Let me get my thing. Okay, it's on a skull right now and I can't get it out. This is my cowl. Oh, my camera's over here. I love her mostly because Curtis loves her. So we have, like, I want to say, like, 6 statues of her on my bookcase upstairs and stuff, and I want to do all of the versions. I don't know which one, but I think I'll probably start, because I want to get this one done for Edmonton Expo at the end of September, and that'll be a big crunch between DragonCon and then, just to get the wings done, let alone the rest of the costume. So I'll probably do her basic version just as a start, but then I want the wings to be, like, interchangeable, so I can have, like, her Injustice outfits or, like, something like that, and really just be able to switch it out whenever I'm feeling whatever. Whew, smells like plastic. And, like, so yeah, like, the one I want to do, especially because this is kind of a gold tinge to it, I really want to do, like, not the, I can't say the bombshell version, because that's the one with the jetpack, but, like, it's, like, a little, like, red and gold with, like, green tights bodysuit. It's really simple, and I really like it. It's super cute. She's really adorable. But yeah, I love her because Curtis loves her, and who wouldn't want wings? Nathan Sharp, you look amazing. What is the next costume you have planned? I know you asked this before I posted Yen Bunny, so that would have been the answer, would have been Yen Bunny was my next costume that I was making. But currently right now, I am making a new Poison Ivy, version 3, and then after that it will be Hawkgirl when I get back from DragonCon. and I have so many planned for this winter. My goodness, so much crafting happening when I can't go outside anymore. Kim LaForge says, what is the most complicated cosplay you've ever done from creation to wearing it? Kind of already answered this one, but now that you said wearing it, I definitely thought of another one. If you guys have been here a long time, you probably know this. If you haven't, I tried making an Azog from the Hobbit costume, and it was really hard to make because I'm making it out of like real leather and stuff like that, but I was like super happy with the costume when I finished it. I loved it. But the wearing it and the doing the full body paint was probably the worst experience at a convention of my entire life. It ruined that day for me, and I missed like the one panel I wanted to go to most of the whole con. I missed like a good half of the Saturday when like everything is happening, all because I was really, really uncomfortable in the body paint. I felt like it wasn't good enough. So I was super self-conscious and ended up going home, having a shower, washing it all off, getting pretty, and then going back to the convention. So that was a very painful one, and I really want to redo that one day. Like, not the costume is great. I can just sort of fix the broken stuff up and put it back on, but I really, like, I have like a photo shoot planned for it, and then just Photoshop the skin color, because body paint sucks. I have no idea how Kate Pike does it and stuff like that. Like, it's amazing. I am awful at it. So that would definitely go on my list of hardest costumes, especially to wear. Sean Salchili, every time I see you post something, I just sort of like blah, 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 your last name because I don't know how to say it. But Sean, you look wonderful, miss, in this photo. My question is, are you playing Pokemon Go? Yes, I am playing Pokemon Go. Not nearly as like hardcore as I was at the beginning because I don't know. I live in a really like rural area, so there's like 2 Pokestops near me. So it's kind of really not a lot of fun to play at my house. And you can like walk around for hours and all you're gonna find is like a Pidgey and a Rattata. And I think the most exciting thing I found was like a Vulpix. Like there's nothing down here. When I'm at work downtown though, there's definitely more stuff. But the skyscrapers really mess with the GPS. So like even if you're like hunting something, you can't find it because your GPS is bouncing you all over town because it can't figure out where you are. So on the weekends, we'll like take our like drive downtown and then go for a walk on the waterfront because it seems to work really well there. And it's called Prince's Island Park. And if you're from Calgary, you know how crazy it is with the Pokemon down there. You can catch so many cool things, so much like water stuff and like things like that you just don't see, and there's like a million Pokestops, so they're all lured all the time, and you just basically walk a circuit around and around this island, and you can do that for like the entire day and catch like a million things. So I do that on the weekends. Let's see, I'll show you my little person. I don't know if you can see it at all. Oh, there she is. Yes, I use my real name for everything. I am Team Instinct. Yes, the derpy yellow team, but it suits me so well because screw the conflict of the other 2 guys. So yes, I would love to see your Pokemon trainers and stuff. Oh, I think I'm level 21, but because I haven't been playing very much, getting 75,000 XP is impossible. It's so hard. Oh, other funny story about this. Because I'm a cool person, on Saturday nights, Curtis and I, we go stop at the gas station, buy ice cream, candy, and pop, and then drive to the 2 side-by-side Pokestops somewhat near our house, and just camp the lures. I don't know what other people do on Saturday nights, but that's what I do. Next question is from Jay Han. Toilet paper, over or under the roll? You know the important things in life. Definitely over the roll, and I'm super OCD about it, and if I'm at someone else's house, I will actually switch it if they have it under the roll, because it drives me fucking nuts. So yes, over the roll, or you're doing it wrong. Dusty James says, what's your favorite anime show and why? This is a lame answer, because I've only watched one. I've only watched Ghost in the Shell, and I've only watched, I can't remember what the acronym is, but it's like SAC. I can't remember what it stands for. And I've done a cosplay of her. She's my only anime cosplay, and I need to get that photo shot ASAP because I love her. But I really liked it. Why? Because it was like it eases you into anime well. Like it's got the cool like science fictiony stuff. But it's like basically a cop show, so it's like easy to follow. It was dubbed, which was really helpful for me because I watched it while I was crafting. The Tachikomas are amazing. I need one. And yeah, no, I really liked it, and I will definitely watch it because I know there's like a movie and like I think another show or another season or something of it. I tried watching Ruby. I'm about halfway through the first episode, and I'm having a really hard time because it's like, I don't want to say like childish like a bad way, but like they're kids, so I'm having a really hard time like connecting to them. I don't like, I'm sure it gets better, and like once I'm like into it, it'll be better, but it's not like drawing me back to it. I agree, the weapons are cool, the monsters are scary, and the premise is really cool, but it's the only one I've ever like actually attempted to watch, and it's not winning me over so far. But yeah, I know like Sword Art Online is one I'm supposed to watch, but it's not dubbed, and I have no time to sit here and read a television show. So yes, I need a dubbed anime, or else I can't. James E. Robb says, you should Twitch feed your Xbox gaming. I would love to. I am not a very entertaining gamer. I focus a lot. So I don't like talk. I don't know how to narrate my gaming. And I definitely don't know how to make Twitch work on my Xbox. So if anyone like knows how and wants to tell me or like show me a link to how to go figure it out, I would definitely give it a try. I haven't been gaming a lot recently because of all the costuming and like work and personal stuff. I'd like to try it. It sounds fun. I know I've like been on one of Kat or Nakoma Cosplay's streams before, just with her while we were like playing like Drinking Vault of Glass on Destiny, and it's fun. I would have a really hard time narrating my way through a game. Plus, I'm kind of terrible, so I'm the type that like sets the game's hard level to like the easiest, because I get really pissed off when I die all the time. So I'd rather enjoy the game and not die all the time and have it super easy. So you would watch me fail all the time. I don't know. I would try. It sounds like it could be fun, but I get really distracted trying to talk to people. Russ Thomason says, what's your favorite superhero from Marvel and DC? What's your favorite books to read? Oh, okay, I'm going to start with one and then I'll read the rest of the question. Favorite superhero from Marvel and DC? That's really hard. I love Thor because I love Vikings, everything. I love that mythology. It's really cool. So definitely top one of the Avengers if I'm going to pick an Avenger that I like. Poison Ivy and Hawkgirl would probably be my like other two. Obviously because they're both the ones I'm cosplaying. I don't even know their stories all that well. Like, I'm not a comic book person. Like, I've never actually read a comic before. I know I'm so terrible. But like I don't know, like I know enough about them to know who they are and like what they stand for and stuff. So yeah, I really like those three. Next part of Russ's question is, what's your favorite book to read? Science fiction, mystery, or like Dragonlance or Forgotten Realms, and you have a great weekend. I like science fiction and fantasy, so I like switch back and forth. My absolute favorite, I can't say book because it's like 12 books, but Robin Hobb is my favorite author, and I will read anything that woman writes. The Assassin's Apprentice is where it starts, and then there's like 3 books in that series, and then there's like the like Ship of Destiny or whatever, and there's like that 3-book ship series that ties in because it's in the same land, and then there's like the Dragon series that she does that also ties in because it's in the same area, has a bunch of characters that go back and forth, and then there's from the first 3 books, there's now like 4 more, and I think there's 1 more that she's writing, or maybe it is the 4th one she's writing right now. And honestly, like, I read those like back to back. I think I've read them like every year since I started reading them, just like repeatedly because I love them so much and I love being in that world, and I don't know why, like I get so excited every time I read it, even though I know exactly what's gonna happen. So yes, those ones are my favorites. Go look up Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. It's fantastic. It's definitely fantasy, but I love it so much. I'm rereading A Name of the Wind right now because I know it's amazing and everyone loves it, and I read it and I have read so many fantasy books, they all kind of turn into one. So I'm rereading it right now, and I'm remembering as it goes, and I really like it. So yeah, I mean, fantasy is probably my go-to, but like, I read all of the Hunger Games in like 4 days while at a horse show, like doing stuff full time during the day. Like, if I find a book I read it right away. So yeah, I mean, I haven't really delved into the super science fiction-y stuff, but I can't read like a realistic book. I can't read like a crime novel. I read 50 Shades of Grey. That's probably like the most normal, even though it's super not normal, but like most normal, like realistic type book I read. I tried to read like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and I got like 150 pages in, and I'm like, I am so bored. There's like, it's all, I need fantasy, I need magic. Keep me interested, live in the fantasy world. I promise, this is like 20 minutes now, but I'm 3/4 of the way through. From Peter Barbus, fair enough. Have you ever considered doing a Triss outfit since your Yennefer one came out so well? Maybe the formal wear version from the Masquerade Party. I would love to. I want to do Triss, and I want to do Ciri, and I want to do Vest, and I want to do basically everybody from The Witcher. I love it so much. They're so pretty, like everything, like the costume design, even on like the strumpets, and like the people in that game are so good. Like, I love it all. My goal is to one day get both Triss and Ciri done, so I can like have like a montage picture of all 3 of me. And especially since I just made the Yen Bunny, now I want that of the other ones too. So yes, one day I will make a Triss, probably before I make a Ciri, but because I don't know, that's really hard. Maybe I won't say which order I'm going to make them in, but I look better with red hair than white hair, so maybe not the formal dress though, because that looked really hard. I would love to have it. I don't think I could do it justice though. I mean, I could probably do it if I tried hard enough, but I feel like I get really pissed off at it more than I should. So yes, one day I will make it. I will definitely make a Triss, and I will definitely make a Ciri one day. I just don't know when. From Andriano Eucharistia? I'm so sorry. Hopefully you figure out who this is. What's the hardest costume you ever made? I answered this already. I'm so sorry. The same as before. From Jeffrey Tobias. Any plans for any more Skyrim or Fallout costumes? I always have Skyrim stuff like in the back of my mind, like keeping it sort of thing, and like it is definitely a crowd favorite. That's where all of you guys started coming from. I love it. I don't know why everyone has that connection to Skyrim. I think because it is just such an involving game, and everyone who plays it has spent so much time in that world. I don't have anything specifically planned. I do want to do a Nocturnal one day. It's always in my cosplay wish list on my phone. And it would be a fairly quick one. I've just never sat down to do it. But yeah, no, nothing planned for that. I do need to do a Fallout one, and everyone keeps telling me to do Piper. She drives me fucking nuts in the game. Although I did romance her, and we're now like lesbian friends. I do want to do a Fallout one. I need to finish playing Fallout, and then I'll probably end up doing a Fallout one. But nothing concrete, but kind of, yeah, like mostly will eventually. They're just not like my next ones. Or the Grognak the Barbarian costume. I have all the fabric for it, not because I bought it, just because I happen to have the colors. Might get made, like the female version of it when you put that costume on, just because it's super simple and it'd be really funny to wear around and people like, wait! So I don't know. Again, one of those I don't know if it's gonna happen ones. Question from Patrick Goodwin. What made you decide to get into cosplaying? You were excellent, by the way. Oh, thank you, Patrick. I went to my first convention 4 years ago. Was just like, I was never in this world. Like, I loved movies and stuff, but I was never like this involved in it. So when we moved to Calgary, one of Curtis's work friends was like, you need to go to this thing. So we went to this thing, and it happened to be the most amazing thing ever, and now I live for the Calgary Expo every year. But yeah, we just went as people clothes, and everyone was kind of like, are you gonna dress up? And like joking, and I'm like, no, that's weird. And then I went, and I saw everyone dressed up, and I'm like, this is the most amazing thing ever. And like, that's it. By the next year, I was full into building it, and then showed up at my first one, and it was like just the best. Everyone wants to take a picture with you. Everyone that likes the same stuff as you, so Skyrim at the time, is so excited to see you and talk to you, and you immediately make friends because they obviously know that you like the same stuff as them. So it's just amazing, and I've never looked back. From Darian Black, what's the one cosplay you always wanted to do but haven't done or attempted to do yet? That's Hawkgirl. So I'm about to try. But yes, no, wings and like something huge. Like I've never had like a real answer to this question people ask, but I've wanted to do something really big, because that's when you see it walking in a convention and you're like, oh my god, look at whatever that is. Like, Bronsoon's like Gypsy Danger I saw in Edmonton one year, and I'm like, oh, that is like so amazing. Like, because it's huge. Like, so Hawkgirl's my version of that, / not nearly as impressive. But he's gonna have really big wings, and I want them to move. I really want them to be mechanical. I might not be able to figure that out in time for Edmonton. Oh Jesus, I dropped my pen. So yeah, Hawkgirl, I would have to answer for that one. Spencer. So the first question he has is, oh shit, can you perform Shake That? If you haven't already, go to my Facebook page and watch my Snapchat video of me singing that as a deer with a squeaky voice, because I did that for this question. Can't rap just like this. And the question that reminded me of that, which was, what sort of music do you listen to? Like alternative rock or whatever. Like, I guess like regular rock music, not really top 40. Like, I'll definitely listen to top 40 and stuff like that, like whatever. But like, honestly, like 21 Pilots right now is just everything, like so many feels, like especially like when you're going through like a slightly tough time emotionally. They have so many songs that just really speak to people, and it's really good style. Like, they got chill stuff, they got happy stuff, so I'm really into them right now. But like that sort of music, I don't like really loud banging, like I don't I don't want it to like offend my ears. I like it to just be on in the background and just sort of chill and stuff like that. So yeah, basically the like on Spotify, what is it called? It's called New Rock Hits. That is just the playlist that I listen to while I'm crafting, and it's every song I like it. So yeah, just that sort of stuff. Spencer, oh, and can you show us your statue / figure collection? I will take pictures because I'm not carrying this all the way upstairs. But yes, like I'm assuming you want Funkos and like Hawkgirl statues. So I will take pictures and dust before I take the pictures. They're all set up on my bookcase in my like gaming center that I have upstairs. My like TV and my chair and all my Funkos like all around my TV, and then like our Tower of Orthanc and Lego, and then my bookcase is covered in statues and all of my books. So I will take pictures and I will post them sometime for you. Probably not till after Dragon Con, because I always say I'm going to do stuff and then do it like forever later. 2 more questions. Andrew Page, how do you manage to make my heart beat fast with every new pick? You should probably get that checked out. Stop drinking so many energy drinks. I don't know. I'm glad that I have that effect on you, but I also am worried for your health. So thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment. And I'm really glad you like what I do. But no having a heart attack. I'll be very upset. Last question from Eric Garcia. Any plans on getting the remastered Skyrim and using mods? If I did get the remastered Skyrim, it would be to use mods. Because I am an Xbox gamer, and I've never gotten to do that before. I know that Fallout has some now, but I haven't really been playing since that happened. And I do kind of want to play Skyrim again, but I also really don't want to spend the money on it. Like, if I'm assuming it's going to be $80 like all the other games, I would rather spend that on, like, a new game that I haven't played yet. So I don't know. Like, I do really want to play it, and I totally would if I got it, but I probably won't get it, sort of thing. But, like, it would specifically be to play with the mods. Like, I want to see what that is. So yeah, so anyways, that's all the questions. Thanks so much for asking, and I'll try and do these more often and not make them take half an hour. So yes, see you guys at DragonCon. I'm hoping to set up at a booth for like a couple hours on one of the days, so if you are there, you can come find me and actually know where I'm going to be. But otherwise, just message me and ask, and I can update you. If I'm not going to see you at DragonCon, hopefully I can see you guys some other convention. You can always message your local convention and ask them to invite me, because I would love that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and learned a little more about me, and if you have any more questions, just comment below.